Hello students, now in this session we are going to discuss about this paper number 823 SBI PO Prelim 823 question number 66 to 100. How many questions are there in total? 35 questions in this reasoning section. Now we are going to deal with these 35 questions in this reasoning section. Then coming to question number 66 to 70. Now this 66 to 70 come under which category? Syllogisms. Now in this syllogisms, first go through the directions once. Each of the following questions consist of 6 statements, followed by options consisting of 3 statements put together in a specific order. Now, this is the fourth model we have discussed in our syllogisms. First one is follows. Second model does not follow. Third model reverse syllogism. And the fourth model, now this is the fourth model. Choose the option that indicate a combination where the third statement can be logically deducted from the first 2 statements, and that opinion will be your answer. Now these are the 6 statements we have, followed by 5 choices, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And these 5 choices, now first we need to take these 2 as the statements and check out C is the conclusion that can be drawn with the help of the first 2 statements or not. మనకి 6 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ABCD and F. వాటిల్లో ప్రతి చాయిస్లో ఫస్ట్ రెండింటిని స్టేట్మెంట్స్ కింద తీసుకోండి. ఆ 2 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ నుంచి థర్డ్ వన్ కన్క్లూజన్ అవుతుందా లేదా, థర్డ్ వన్ కన్క్లూజన్ అయితే అప్పుడు చాయిస్ లేదా. దెన్ టేక్ A and B as the statements. Then check out E is the conclusion that can be drawn with the help of these 2 statements or not. If E is the conclusion drawn, then choice 2 will be your answer. Then choice 3. If it is not, then go for choice 3. And if it is not, choice 4. If it is not, choice 5. Here this is the fourth model in our syllogisms. Then earlier we had discussed about how to deal with these type of questions rather than directly drawing the choice diagram for each and every choice. ప్రతి చాయిస్కి మనం డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసుకోకుండా డైరెక్ట్గా మనం ఏ విధంగా రిప్రజెంట్ చేసుకోవాలి we have discussed in the classroom as well as in our మెయిన్స్ సెషన్స్ యాజ్ వెల్. అవునా కదా? దాంట్లో మనకి ఎవరైతే కొత్తగా ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళ గురించి ఇంకొకసారి ద సినాప్సిస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ వన్. మనకి 4 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఆల్ A's ఆర్ B's. నౌ వీఆర్ డిస్కసింగ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ టిక్ అండ్ క్రాస్. ఈ టిక్ అండ్ క్రాస్ మనం ఎప్పుడు డిస్కస్ చేసాం చెప్పండి, వీ హ్యావ్ డిస్కస్డ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ టిక్ అండ్ క్రాస్ ఇన్ అవర్ రివర్స్ సిలాజిజం. ఎందుకు రివర్స్ సిలాజిజంలో ప్రతి చాయిస్కి మనం డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసుకునే టైం ఉండదు కాబట్టి వీ హ్యావ్ ఆప్టెడ్ ఫర్ దట్ వన్. ఆల్ A's ఆర్ B'స్లో ఏ ఏమో టిక్, బి ఏమో క్రాస్ అని పెట్టుకోండి. టిక్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ వీ కెన్ డెఫినెట్లీ కన్క్లూడ్ అబౌట్ ద టర్మ్, and cross means we cannot definitely conclude about that one. Some A's or B's. Next one is what? Some A's or B's. Now in this some A's or B's we cannot conclude about A or about this B. Neither A can be concluded nor B can be concluded. No A's B means we can definitely conclude about A as well as B. And some A's are not B's. Some A's are not B's. Now in this one, A is cross, B is tick. Just keep this in mind. ఈ 4 మనకి గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే సరిపోయింది. ఎక్కడ టిక్ వస్తుంది, ఎక్కడ క్రాస్ వస్తుంది. Done. Now in this one, in fact, this is the model. It is a regular feature in the MAT examination. MAT examination లో రెగ్యులర్గా వచ్చే మోడల్ ఇది. అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ CMATలో ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఇచ్చాడు. అండ్ అదర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఎంట్రన్స్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్లో కూడా రెగ్యులర్గా వచ్చే మోడల్. దెన్ ఇన్ CAT ఆల్సో హెస్ గివెన్ దిస్ మోడల్ సమ్ వే బ్యాక్, సమ్ 7 years బ్యాక్ ఒకసారి అయితే ఇచ్చాడు. దీంట్లో మళ్ళీ ఇంకో 2 డిఫరెంట్ మోడల్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అది CATలో ఎక్కువ ఫోకస్ చేసే మోడల్. డన్. అండ్ మనకి ఇంతవరకు బ్యాంకింగ్లో అయితే ఈ మోడల్ అయితే రాలేదు. దెన్ హౌ టు వర్క్ అవుట్ దిస్ వన్. నౌ ఫస్ట్ రూల్, let us solve this one with the help of rule number 1. Rule number 1 అంటే ఏంటి చెప్పండి. Now in order to have a conclusion we need to have 2 statements. 2 స్టేట్మెంట్లు అయితే ఉండాలి కదా. ఈ 2 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ మధ్యలో 1 word must be common between these 2. 1 word is common. 1 word is common means that common word is nothing but the middle term. ఏవైతే 2 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నామో ఆ 2 స్టేట్మెంట్స్ మధ్యలో ఈ టర్మ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో ఆ వర్డ్స్ ఒక వర్డ్ కామన్గా ఉండాలి. ఒక వర్డ్, ఆ కామన్ వర్డ్ని మనం ఏమంటాం చెప్పండి, మిడిల్ టర్మ్ అంటాం. Hence, between two statements, we need to have a middle term. Because without the middle term, it is not possible for you to combine both the statements. That middle term acts as a link between these two statements. ఈ రెండు స్టేట్మెంట్స్ని కలపడానికి మనకి పనికొచ్చేది ఆ లింక్నే మనం మిడిల్ టర్మ్ అంటాం. కనుక మిడిల్ టర్మ్ డెఫినెట్గా ఉండాలి. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఆ మిడిల్ టర్మ్ ఏమవ్వాలి చెప్పండి, ఇట్ మస్ట్ బి డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ అట్ లీస్ట్ వన్స్. ఆ మిడిల్ టర్మ్ కనీసం ఒక్కసారైనా టిక్ ఉండాలి. టిక్ లేదా వీ కెనాట్ డెఫినెట్లీ కన్క్లూడ్. అండ్ క్యాట్లో మనం డిస్కస్ చేసినాం దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ 7 డిఫరెంట్ రూల్స్. ఆ 7 రూల్స్ మనకు అవసరం లేదు, జస్ట్ 1 రూల్ ఈస్ వెరీ మచ్ సఫిషియంట్. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ రూల్ ఒక్కటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ రూల్ హియర్? And one middle term should be there in between those two statements, and the middle term should be distributed at least one. Distributed means tick undal. Then A, B and C. A, B and C. A and B లో ఇక్కడ సమ్ ఉంది, C ఏమో కన్క్లూజన్ ఆర్. సమ్ నుంచి ఆల్ మనం చెప్పచ్చా? చెప్పలేం. అండ్ చాయిస్ 1 is straight away ruled out. ఫాలో అవుతున్నారా లేదా? సమ్ నుంచి ఆల్ రాదు, ఆల్ నుంచి సమ్ వస్తుంది కానీ సమ్ నుంచి ఆల్ రాదు. అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ రూల్డ్ అవుట్. ఏ, బి అండ్ ఈ చూద్దాం. ఏ, బి అండ్ ఈ. ఏ, బి అండ్ ఈ రెండు కలుపుతున్నా, ఇది కన్క్లూజన్ అవునా కాదు? స్టార్, రాక్, రాక్, రివర్. Now which term is middle term? Rock is the middle term. Then check out whether rock is distributed or not. Some stars or rocks come under the second category, both are cross and cross. And here all rocks or rivers come under the first one, this is tick and cross. Now ఈ రెండు కలుపుకుంటే మనకి మిడిల్ టర్మ్ రాక్ ఈజ్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ వన్స్. హెన్స్ వీ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు డిరైవ్ ద కన్క్లూజన్ అయితే వస్తుంది. ఎందుకు మిడిల్ టర్మ్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అయింది? కన్క్లూజన్ ఈ రెండింటి స్టార్ అండ్ రివర్. Some stars are rivers. Some stars are rivers is nothing but E. Choice 2 is the answer. Follow here, no need to draw the diagram at all. Hope everyone followed. Inko 4 questions unnai, prati question ee vidhanga discuss cheddam. Then after those 5 questions you have to work out on your own. Then it would be very easy for you to solve these type of questions. Then 67 చూద్దాం. Now in 67, A, B and F. A, B and F. F అనేది నెగిటివ్ కన్క్లూజన్. ఈ రెండు అఫర్మేటివ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్. నెగిటివ్ కన్క్లూజన్ కెనాట్ బి డ్రాన్ ఫ్రమ్ అఫర్మేటివ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్, స్ట్రైట్ అవే రూల్డ్ అవుట్. ఇంతవరకు మనం 2 ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం. ఒకటి ఏం చెప్పండి, ఈ క్వశ్చన్లో సమ్ నుంచి ఆల్ రాదు, అదొక పాయింట్. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, అఫర్మేటివ్ నుంచి నెగిటివ్ కన్క్లూజన్ రాదు, నెగిటివ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ నుంచి అఫర్మేటివ్ కన్క్లూజన్ రాదు. ఇక్కడ మనకి రెండు అఫర్మేటివ్ ఉంది, ఇదేమో నెగిటివ్ ఉంది కాబట్టి దిస్ ఈజ్ స్ట్రైట్ అవే రూల్డ్ అవుట్. బి, సి అండ్ ఈ మూడిట్లో రెండు అఫర్మేటివ్, ఇదేమో నెగిటివ్ కన్క్లూజన్ కెనాట్ బి డాన్, స్ట్రైట్ అవే రూల్డ్ అవుట్. ఏ, బి అండ్ సి. ఏ అండ్ బి నుంచి సి. ఏ అండ్ బిలో ఇది సమ్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడేమో ఆల్ ఉంది. సమ్ నుంచి ఆల్ రాదు, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో రూల్డ్ అవుట్. బిసి అండ్ ఈ మూడు చూసుకుంటే బిసి అండ్ ఫెస్టివల్, అకేషన్, ఫెస్టివల్, అవునా కదా? దెన్ నా ఈ రెండు కలపొచ్చా, దిస్ ఈజ్ క్రాస్ అండ్ క్రాస్, దిస్ ఈజ్ టిక్ అండ్ క్రాస్. మిడిల్ టర్మ్ occasion distributed ones, hence the conclusion can be drawn. Conclusion statement sum ఉంది కాబట్టి conclusion కూడా మనకి సమ్మే రావాలి. కనుక ఫెస్టివల్ అండ్ హాలిడేస్, సమ్ ఫెస్టివల్స్ ఆర్ హాలిడేస్, hence E is the answer. Hence BCE choice 4 is the answer. Hope everyone followed this one. మనకి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నా కాబట్టి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది. Or else all these 5 questions will not take more than 2 minutes. జస్ట్ చూడగానే టిక్కు క్రాస్తో కొట్టుకెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు మీరు. 67. Then coming to 68. Now in the 68, B, C and D. B, C and D. Now negative statement, affirmative conclusion cannot be done from negative, straight away ruled out. Next one, C, D and E. C, D and E. Negative statement, affirmative conclusion cannot be done, straight away ruled out. F, B and D. F is here, B is here, D is here. And F is a negative statement, D is an affirmative conclusion cannot be done, ruled out. A, B and C. A, B and C. Now C is what? C is no. ఇక్కడ సమ్ నుంచి సమ్ నాట్ నుంచి నో రాదు, నో నుంచి సమ్ నాట్ వస్తుంది కానీ సమ్ నాట్ నుంచి నో రాదు. అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో రూల్డ్ అవుట్. అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ BC and A. BC and A, if you check out here, these two are the statement. Some rings are tones, cross and cross, no tone is a noise, tick and tick, middle term distribute అయిపోయింది కనుక కంక్లూజన్ ఈ రెండిట్లో ఉంటుంది. Some rings are not noises, some rings are not noises, definitely wrong. Hence what is your answer? Choice 5 is the answer. క్లియర్? మీరు డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేసుకున్నా మీకు ఇదే ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. 68, it is choice 5. Then coming to 69. Now in the 69, A, B and C. A and B affirmative, C is a negative conclusion, straight away ruled out. C, D and E. Negative statement, affirmative conclusion cannot be done, ruled out. E, F and A. E, F and A. F is a statement sum, A is all. All cannot be drawn from sum. 3 is ruled out. B, C, D. Negative statement, D is an affirmative, straight away ruled out. Finally, we are left with choice. Fine. So, elimination is easy. Choice for doubt unto ఒకసారి check చేయండి. Some hours or times, cross and cross. All times are months, tick and cross. Middle term time distribute in. And some hours are months. Some months are hours, some hours are months is one and the same. Choice by 69. Then 70. A, D and C. Now in this A, D and C, sum and sum. Sum and sum to sum రాదు. ఎందుకు రాదు చెప్పండి? Now let us take. The reason why sum cannot be drawn from sum and sum because ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏడి, ఏలో క్రాస్ అండ్ క్రాస్, డిలో క్రాస్ అండ్ క్రాస్, మిడిల్ టర్మ్ లేదు, ఉన్నప్పుడు కూడా డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అవ్వదు, ఎందుకు సమ్లో అన్ని క్రాస్లు వస్తాయి కాబట్టి. హెన్స్ 2 sums కన్క్లూజన్ కెనాట్ బి డ్రాన్. కీప్ దిస్ ఇన్ మైండ్. 2 సమ్మలు ఉంటే కన్క్లూజన్ మనకి ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో రాదు. చాయిస్ 1 సి, ఈ అండ్ ఎఫ్. సి, ఈ అండ్ ఎఫ్ చూడండి. సి ఎక్కడ, ఈ ఎక్కడ, ఎఫ్ ఎక్కడ. నా ఇన్ ది సి, ఈ అండ్ ఎఫ్, సి సమ్ వర్డ్స్ ఆర్ ఫైల్స్ and some files are tags. C, E and F. ఈ రెండు కదండి. Some words are files, some tags are joined. Some tag. Middle term ఏమైనా ఉందా? Middle term లేదు. Middle term లేదు కాబట్టి conclusion cannot be drawn. Then D, E and F. Now this D, E and F చూడండి. ఈ D, E and F మనకి ఆన్సర్ ఏమైనా వస్తుందా లేదా? Now in this D, E and F, what is D here? D is some files or taxes and E is what? Some files or taxes, and this will be some files are taxes, all taxes are joined. All taxes are joined. Middle term ఏమేమి చెప్పండి? మిడిల్ టర్మ్ ట్యాక్స్ మనకి డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అయింది, అవునా కదా? మిడిల్ టర్మ్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అయింది, టిక్ ఉంది. టిక్ ఉంది కాబట్టి కన్క్లూజన్ కెన్ బి డ్రాన్. మనకి ఈ రెండింటి మధ్యలో కన్క్లూజన్ ఉంటుంది. 2 క్రాస్లు ఉంటే మనకి సమ్మే రావాలి, సమ్ నుంచి సమ్మే వస్తుంది. సమ్ ఫైల్స్ ఆర్ జాయిన్, సమ్ జాయిస్ ఆర్ ఫైల్. Hence what is your answer here? Choice 3 is the answer. Question number 70. Clear? Hope everyone followed this one. This is about question number 66 to 70. ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఇంకొకసారి మీరు సొంతంగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి. ఆ పాయింట్స్ కొద్దిగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని ఇలా చేసుకుంటే దెన్ ఇట్ వుడ్ బి వెరీ ఈజీ టు క్రాక్ దీస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్. కొత్త మోడల్ కాబట్టి ఇంతవరకు ఎగ్జామ్లు ఇవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి ఇచ్చే ఛాన్సెస్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. అలాంటి మనం ఎక్కువ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసాం అనుకోండి, అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ వేర్ ఇట్ మేక్స్ ఎ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ద అదర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ యూ పీపుల్. వేరే వాళ్ళకి మనకి తేడా వచ్చేది ఇక్కడే. మనం ఇది ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి వెళ్తాం, వచ్చిన వెంటనే చేస్తాం, వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే కొత్తగా ఫీల్ అయ్యే టైంకి వదిలేసే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, దేర్ ఇస్ ఎ ఛాన్స్ ఆఫ్ స్కోరింగ్ మోర్ వెన్ కంపేర్డ్ విత్ ద రిమైనింగ్ పీపుల్. ఓకే, దెన్ 71 to 73. Now in this 71 to 73, tell me what is the information we have. M is the brother of J. M is the brother of J. How to represent? M is the brother of J. And J is the father of D. Now this J is the father of whom? J is the father of D is married to K. D and K are married couple. L is the son of K. And who is this L? L is the son of K. L is the son of K. S is married to L. S is a female married to L, a male. S is married to L. T has only 2 daughters, K and F. Now this T is having 2 daughters. One is K and another one is F. Now T is having 2 daughters, K and F. Y is the son of F. Now who is this Y? Y is the son of F. Next one, Q is married to Y. Q is married to Y. Y is a male, Q is a female. Now this is the final arrangement we have. How is J related to L? Tell me, how is J related to L? Any answer to this one? How is J related to L? J related to L and L nunchi J. L's father's father. Father's father is grandfather, that is choice 1. 71, it is choice 1 is the answer. How is T related to D? Now the gender of this T is not known. T could be either male or female, isn't it? Now if T is a male, father-in-law. T is a female, mother-in-law. Mother-in-law avachchu, father-in-law avachchu. Hence cannot be determined, that is choice 1, 72. Then 73. How is K related to Y? K related to Y into Y's mother's sister. Mother's sister mother's sister is an aunt. Aunt, that is given in choice 2. Hence question number 73, choice 2 is the answer. Now this is about 71 to 73. These 3 are based on blood relations. Then 74 onwards, 74 to 78. The relation between Z and Q. Z is here, Q is here. Which element is common? T. No element is common between these two. కనుక మనకి Z నుంచి Tకి వెళ్ళాలి, T నుంచి Rకి వెళ్ళాలి, R నుంచి Q. Now Z to T, what is the relation we have? Z lesser than T, Z lesser than T, T lesser than R equals to Q. Hence Z lesser than Q is definitely true. Conclusion 1. V and T. V is set, T is set, between these two greater than is common, hence both 1 and 2. Choice 3 is the answer, 74. Then coming to 75, I and R. I is here, R is here, greater than, lesser than, two opposite symbols, no relation. C and Q. C ikkada, Q ikkada. Which element is common? R. R place to Q తీసేసుకోండి. R equals to Q. Now between C and Q, two opposite symbols, no relation here, neither 1 nor 2. Choice 3 is the answer, 75. 75 choice 3. Then 76 onwards. R and O. R is here, O is here. Which element is common? S is common. R ki S ki major, two opposite symbols, no relation between these two. P and M. Now P is here, M is here. Which element is common? S is common. P greater than S, S lesser than M. Again two opposite symbols, no relation here, neither 1 nor 2. Choice 4, 76. 77, M and K. M is here, K is here, lesser than, greater than, two opposite symbols, no relation. P and M. R equals to P, R place lo P తీసేసుకోండి. M lesser than P, P greater than M is 2, only conclusion 2, that is choice 4, 77. Then 78. Now in the 78, the relation between E and T. Between E and T, which symbol is common? Greater is common. E greater than T is definitely true. G and K. G is here, K is here, greater than, lesser than, two opposite symbols, no relation. Hence only conclusion 1 is 2, that is choice 4, 78. Done with this is about question number 74 to 78. Then 79 to 83, if you observe here, plan your diet chart. It is based on coding and decoding. Now compare the first and the second statements. If you compare this, ఈ రెండు మనం కంపేర్ చేసి అనుకోండి. Plan your diet chart. Fruit diet is healthy. Then tell me which word is common here. Diet is the word that is common between these two. As the diet is the word that is common between these two, then which term is common? Which code is common? KH. And the code to the word diet is KH. Then if you compare 1 and 3, plan your chart. Plan your chart, no word is common between these two. 1 and 4 మనం compare చేసుకుంటే, plan your chart. Now chart and plan are the two words that are common. Plan and chart are the two words that are common. As two words are common, చెప్పండి ఏ codes common ఉన్నాయి? PA, BN and LI. BN, LI, here also BN, LI. BN and LI are the codes that are common. And BN, LI are the codes that are common. And plan and chart అయిపోయింది. Finally what is left over here? Your. And what is the code to this word your? And your is PA. The code given to the word your is PA. సరిపోయిందండి? Your is PA. Then if you compare this one, second and the third, fruit is healthy. Fruit and healthy are the two words that are common. Fruit and healthy are the two words that are common. Fruit and healthy. Then what are the codes that are common here? STAM. STAM are the codes that are common. STAM. Fruit and healthy. Healthy and fruit ki codes ఏముంది? AM, ST. ఇక్కడ కూడా మనకి STAM. మిగిలిపోయింది ఏంటి? NY. NY is the code to the word is. Is NY. Is NY. Is ఇంకెక్కడైనా ఉందని లేదు కదా? Is NY. Then fresh end. Which word is common here? End is the word that is common. As end is the word that is common here, then ZORA is common. And the code to the word end is RA. End is what? End is RA. What is left over here? Fresh. Which code is left over? TX. And the code to the word fresh is TX. Fresh, TX. Then here in this one, make is left over. And the code given left over is ZO. The code given to the word make is ZO. These are the words and their corresponding codes. What may be honored? Maybe means it is nothing but a possible code, isn't it? Maybe is nothing but a possible code here. Then tell me what is the possible code we can write. Maybe is a possible code. Then make your day unknown. Make and ZO. Make is ZO and your. And your is what? PA. ZO, PA. And day is not given as the word in any one of the statements. ఏ స్టేట్మెంట్లో కూడా డే అనే వర్డ్ లేదు లేదు కాబట్టి కోడ్స్ డేకి ఈ కోడ్స్ తప్పించి వేరే ఏదైనా కోడ్ ఉండొచ్చు కనుక ZOPA NE అవ్వచ్చా లేదా చూడండి NE is not given as the code, hence NE can be the code to the word. Hence what is your answer? 79 is choice 1. Then 80, what will the code for fresh date? TX and KH. TX, KH in any order, that is choice 3, 78. 80 is choice 81. In the code, what does the code BN stands for? Now this BN stands for either plan or chart. Either plan or chart, that is choice 2, 82. 81 it is choice 2. What is the code for healthy? Tell me what is the code for healthy? STRAM. STRAM in any order, that is choice 3, 82. What is the code for is? The code for is NY. NY, that is choice 1, 83. Now these are the words and their corresponding codes. Done with this? Then coming to 84 to 88. Now this 84 to 88, it is based on circular arrangement. 8 persons seated around a circular table, and some of the people are inward and some of the people are outward. Some inward and some outward is given. As some inward and some outward is given, now 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons seated around a circular table. Then R faces the center is clearly given. Now let us fix this R at this place. R faces the center. And only two Q sits second to the right of R. Q must be at this place. Q sits second to the right of R. And two people between Q and X. Q and X, two people, X can be here or X can be here. How many possibilities? Two possibilities. As there is a second possibility here, hence let us write down the second possibility here. Second possibility on the second possibility. Then what is the second possibility we have? 8 persons seated around a circular table. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now these 8 people who are facing towards the center. Then R, whatever this R is facing the center. R is facing the center and Q is at this place, and two people between Q and X, X can be here. Done with this? Now these are the two possibilities we have. Q sits second to the right of R. R faces the center. Only two people between Q and X. Q, K, X, K measure 2 people. And T and S are immediate neighbors of X. T and S are immediate neighbors of X. But as here T and S cannot be immediate neighbors. This case is completely ruled out. Hence T and S are immediate neighbors. If T is here, S will be here. Or if T is here, S will be here. T and S are immediate neighbors of X. U sits to the immediate left of S. S second unte U ikkada, S second unte U ikkada. And so how many possibilities are there? Two possibilities. Two possibilities unnai kabatti let us write down both the possibilities here. Ikkada elaga diagram undi kabatti indulo rasiyandi. Now we are writing down both the possibilities here. Now in this case, S ekkada teeskuntunnam. In the first case, second case, T is. Now in this case, S is at this place and T is at this place. S ikkada, T ikkada teeskuntam. Now X is at this place and S and T. T is here, S will be here. We have two different possibilities. T and S are immediate neighbors of X. As T and S are immediate neighbors of X, and U sits to the immediate left of S. U is to the immediate left of S. S is here. S must be away. U sits to the immediate left of S. As S is here, S is facing the center. U sits to the immediate left of S. U is to the immediate left of S. V sits out to the left of T. As V is seated out to the left of T, V cannot be here, hence V must be here. Out to the left of T, T must be away from the center. And V sits out to the left of T, T is here, and V is facing towards the center. V sits out to the left of T. Immediate neighbors of V face the same direction. Immediate neighbors of V, Q and R are facing the same direction. Immediate neighbors of V, Q and R facing the same direction. Then who is the person left over? And one more person, W is the person left over. W is here, W is here. And U and Q face opposite direction. U and Q opposite. Q Q is facing the center, U is away from the center. Here Q is facing the center, U is away from the center. W sits to the second to the right of X. W is seated second to the right of X. X is facing the center, W. W is seated second to the right of X. X is away, W is here. W sits second to the right of X. W is not an immediate neighbor of Q. Here W and Q are adjacent. This case is completely ruled out. Now we have left with this case. Immediate neighbors of T face the same direction. X and W facing the same direction. X is center, W is also center. And W and V opposite. W is center, V is away from the center. W and V opposite. Sarvendra, this is how these 8 persons are seated around this circular table. Some of them are inward and some of them are outward. Clear? Now this is about question numbers 84 to 88. Then question number 89. Now in this question number 89, it is based on directions. A is 35 meters to the west of B. A is here and B is here. A is 35 meters to the west of B. This is 35. C is 25 meters to the south of A. Now C is almost 25 meters to the south of A. C is 25 meters to the south of A. D is 60 meters to the east of C. From here, D is somewhere here, which is 60 meters. The total distance is 60. And D is exactly midway between E and F. D is exactly midway between E and F in such a way that EDF forms a vertical straight line of how much? 50 meters. 50 meters kapatti. Now here, ikkada 25, here also 25. Because D is exactly at the center. F ikkada unte E ikkada, E ikkada unte F ikkada. Then out of which F is to the north of B. F is to the north of B, F will be here, 25. And E will be here. EDF forms a straight line. How far and in which direction is F from point B? F B దగ్గర నుంచి ఎంత డైరెక్షన్ లో ఉంది, ఏ డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఉంది. That's what the question is. How far and in which direction is F from point B? Okay. Now ఇక్కడ నుంచి what is the distance we have? Now here we need to find out the distance between these two. Then if you check out here, now up to here this is 35, this 60 can be written as this is 35 and this will be 25. Now the same distance is 25. Now how far is F from point B? B దగ్గర నుంచి చూసుకుంటే F ఎటు పక్క ఉంది చెప్పండి, east. What is the distance? 25. 25 meters towards east, that is choice 4. Question number 89. Clear now? 89, it is choice 4 is the answer. Then coming to question number 90. As question number 90, a person starts walking from his friend's place towards the market. Now let us take A is the friend's place. From here this person started moving towards his friend's place from the market. Towards the market. This is the friend's place. He walks for 30 meters towards south. First this person traveled how many meters? 30 meters towards south. 30 meters towards south. If you take A at this place, from here 30 meters towards south, then 30 meters south. He takes 90 degrees right turn. Right turn means like this. And he walks 30 meters, 90 degrees right turn and walks for how many meters? Just 15 meters. 15. He again takes 90 degrees right turn and walks for 50. Right hand side, again 90 degrees, 50 meters. Up to here it is 30. And this will be 20, altogether 50. Now this person is at this place. He then walks 30 meters after taking 90 degrees left turn. ఇక్కడ నుంచి left turn తీసుకొని ఎంత ట్రావెల్ చేసాడు చెప్పండి, 30 meters. Left hand side. Now this person is at this place. Turning 90 degrees towards his left again, he walks for 20. ఇక్కడ నుంచి మళ్ళీ left hand side తిరిగి ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాడు, 20 meters. ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు. Now this person is at this place. He walks for 20 meters to reach the market. A is the starting point and B is the final point. B is nothing but the market. Now we need to find the distance between these two. Irrelevant major distance. Then tell me what is the distance between these two here? The distance between these two. Irrelevant major distance చెప్పండి ఎంత వస్తుంది? And B is in which direction? Market is towards which direction with respect to friend's place? How far in which direction is the market? from the friend's place. A is friend's place. Now we need to move like this. That is towards west. What is the distance? This equals to 15. This is 30. 15 plus 30, 45 meters towards west. Choice 4. Question number 90. Choice 4 is the answer. Hope everyone followed this one. 90. Then 91 to 95. Now in this one, 8 friends are there seated in a straight line facing towards north. Isn't it? Now 8 friends seated in a straight line facing towards north. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the persons are towards the same direction. Isn't it? Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons. H sits 4 to the left of Q. Either H or Q sits at one of the extreme. H is 4 to the left of Q, and H ekadunte 4 to the left of Q, Q will be here. Either H or Q is at one of the extremes. What is the second possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, now in this case, if Q is here, H sits 4 to the left of Q. Either H or Q sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. Either H or Q sits at one of the extreme ends of the line, and E sits second to the right of S. E is seated second to the right of S and S and E, 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 S and E. E sits second to the right of S. S is not an immediate neighbor of Q. S is not an immediate neighbor of Q only. Ikkada kuda S is not an immediate neighbor of Q. And S cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. Ikkada S unte ikkada E raval, not possible. Hence, what is the only possibility? S is at this place. E is seated second to the right of S. Then E is seated second to the right of S. S cannot be here, isn't it? Then S second unte E ekkada undachu, there is a possibility. S second unte E undachu, there is a possibility. E sits second to the right. S is not an immediate neighbor. If S is here, E will be here. And so how many possibilities? 3 possibilities in this case. R and F are immediate neighbors of each other. R and F are immediate neighbors and RF and RF. E sits second to the right of S. E is seated. S is not an immediate neighbor of Q. R and F are immediate neighbors. R and F are R and F. Immediate F is not an immediate neighbor of Q. As F is not an immediate neighbor of Q, isn't it? Then H sits 4 to the left of Q. H is either H or Q sits at one of the extreme ends. E, F, G, H, P, Q, R, S, 8 persons are there. H sits 4 to the left of Q. E sits second to the right of S. S is not an immediate neighbor of Q. R and F are immediate neighbors. F is not an immediate neighbor of Q. R and F are immediate neighbors as R and F are immediate neighbors to each other. Ikkada R unte ikkada F, ikkada F unte. And F is not an immediate neighbor to Q kabatti ikkada F lekapothe ikkada F undachu. Ikkada F unte ikkada R undachu, ikkada R undachu. Ikkada F unte ikkada R undachu. Isn't it? And the information is not sufficient, it seems. Inka konta information, some information is missing out. ఈ రెండు స్టేట్మెంట్స్ మనకి సేమ్ వచ్చేసాయి. ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా స్టేట్మెంట్ మనకి మిస్ అయిపోయింది. Here one more statement should be there. That statement is missed out. Please check out that. ఈ రెండు సేమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ రిపీట్ అయిపోయింది. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి 2 పాసిబిలిటీస్. F ఇక్కడ వస్తే R ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు, ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు. ఇక్కడ F వస్తే R ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు. ఈ F అండ్ R అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇంకా 2 పర్సన్స్ ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళిద్దరూ మిగిలిపోయారు. ఇక్కడ ఇంకా మనకి పాసిబిలిటీస్ వస్తున్నాయి. Isn't it? Hence the information is not given properly here. Now I will check out what the information is here. Please just wait for a minute. I will check out what exactly the statement which is missing. Paper number 823. Question numbers 91 onwards, right? Now in this question numbers 91 onwards, I am reading out the statements. What are the statements given? H sits 4 to the left of Q. Either H or Q sits at one of the extreme ends of the line, and this is very much true. Idaithe saripindi ikkada manaki. Then next one, sorry, this one is true. And second, Second one, only two people between Q and G. Now here there is a mistake. Two people between Q and G. Q ki G ki majlo two people undali. Only two people between Q and G. As Q is here, 1 to G can be here, or 1 to G can be here. Two people between G does not sit at any one of the extremes. G cannot be here, hence G must be at this place. Clear now? Where should this G? G must be at this place. G ekkada undali. Because G cannot be at this place, two people between Q and G, G does not sit at any one of the extremes. G is not at the extreme ends. Then coming back to this one, ఇందులో మనకి చూద్దాం. Now in this one, tell me what is the information we have. Now two people between Q and G. As Q is here, two people between Q and G కాబట్టి G ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది. Two people between Q and G, and G is not an extreme end. Now here also two people between Q and G. Two people between Q and G. Now as of now, this is what the information we have. Second statement is two people between Q and G. Q is here, G is here. Now two people between Q and G, G is at this place. G is not at an extreme end. E sits second to the right of S. S is not an immediate neighbor of Q1. Isn't it? S is not an immediate neighbor of Q. S cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. And cannot be here as well. And this case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with this one. S is not an immediate neighbor of Q. S cannot be here, cannot be here. And S cannot be here. S ikkada unte E ikkada undali, not possible. S cannot be here. Hence S is at this place and A is here. And next one, R and F are immediate neighbors. R and F are immediate neighbors. F is not an immediate neighbor of P. F is here. R will be here. Then tell me who is the person left over here. P is the person left over. And this is the information. Final arrangement. Now this is the statement which is missed out. Two persons between Q and G. G is not at the extreme end. And this is about question numbers 91 to 95. Clear now? Then coming to question numbers 96 to 100. Now in this 96 to 100, A, B, C, D, M and O live on 7 different floors of a building but not necessarily in the same order. Almost each one of them likes a different mobile brand. Now 7 floors were there, and as 7 floors were there, 7 persons living on these 7 different floors. First we need to fix the floors at the center. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. These are the 7 different floors we have, and 7 persons living on these 7 different floors, and at the same time each one of them likes a different mobile as well. Each one of them owns a different mobile, likes a different. M lives on floor number 4. What is the information we have? M is on floor number 4 itself. As M lives on floor number 4, I am fixing M at this place. M lives on floor number 4. Only 2 people between M and O. 2 people between M and O. O can be on the 8th, 7th floor. And what is the other possibility we have? The other possibility, M is on the 4th floor and O can be here. How many possibilities? We have some 2 different possibilities. M lives on floor number 4, 2 people between M and O, and only 4 people between O and lava. O ki lava ki majla 4 people kabatti lava must be at this place. O and lava. 1, 2, 3, 4, lava must be here. Only 4 people between O and lava. The one who likes Sony lives on an even number floor but not immediately above C. Sony, even number floor. Sony is even, but not immediately above C. And C is not immediately below this one. M does not like Sony. Sony ikkada undakodu, ikkada undakodu. Hence where should this Sony? Sony even kabatti Sony must be on the 6th floor. Now in this one, Sony cannot be here and Sony cannot be here. Avuna kada? M does not like Sony. Hence Sony must be at this place. There are 2 possibilities to this Sony. Sony could be either on the 2nd or on the 6th floor. But not. Sony lives on an even number floor but not immediately above C. And C cannot be at this place. Ikkada C cannot be here. M does not like Sony. 3 people between A and the one who likes Sony. Between A and the one who likes Sony, how many people are there? There must be exactly 3 people. Now 3 people between A and the one who likes Sony. Sony can get 1, 2, 3. A is here. 3 people between A and Sony. Sony is here 1, 2, 3. A and Sony, there must be exactly 3. 3 people between A and Sony. The one who likes Apple lives immediately below A. Apple is immediately below A. Here also Apple is immediately below A. Apple immediately below. The one who likes HTC lives immediately above index. HTC above index ante 5 or 4 or 4 or 2. HTC immediately above index. Now these two are adjacent to each other. HTC and index. Ikkada manaku okate possibility. HTC is here, index is here. HTC and index. Then C does not like index. As C does not like index, C does not like index. C cannot be at this place. Ikkada C cannot be at this place. HTC index, C does not like index. One person between B and D, B lives on one of the floors above D. One person between B and D, ikkada undachu B and D. Ikkada manaki B and D can be here, B and D can be here. O does not like Samsung. O does not like Samsung. This is what the information we have, isn't it? O does not like Samsung. C cannot be here. C cannot be here. Now let us check out the possibilities for this C. M lives on floor number 4. Only 2 people between M and O. 4 people between O and lava. O and lava, there must be 4. C lives immediately above the one who likes lava. As C lives immediately above the one who likes lava, C is here. C lives immediately above the one who likes lava. C is here. Then the one who likes Sony lives on an even number floor. Immediately Sony even number floor but does not immediately above C. Sony even number floor but does not immediately above C. And M does not like Sony. And 3 people live between A and Sony. A and Sony, there must be exactly 3 people. And the one who likes Apple lives immediately below A. Apple is immediately below A. The one HTC lives immediately above the one index. HTC is immediately above index, isn't it? HTC immediately above index. Ikkada HTC index, HTC index. And C is not index. As C is not index, this is HTC and this is index. One person between B and D. B ki D ke majlo one person, here it is not at all possible. This case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only this case. Now in this case, one person between B and D, B lives on one of the floors above D. B and D, if this is B and this must be. One person between B and D, B is up. A, B, C, D, M, N and O. Hence N must be at this place. Then O does not like Samsung. O, Samsung is ruled out, hence C is Samsung. As C is Samsung, then what is the other thing left over here? And Micromax, this O likes Micromax. O likes Micromax. Now this is about the floor arrangement. 7 people living on these 7 different floors, and each one of them owns likes a different mobile phone as well. Now this is about question numbers 96 to 100. All these 5 questions are based on the same diagram. Hope everyone followed this one. Now in this one in particular, please try to work out the first 5 questions in this paper, 66 to 70, that is syllogisms. Because we have dealt those 5 questions in a different pattern, please try to work out that one, because if you are very much thorough with that one, that would be very much necessary for you to solve or to deal with reverse syllogism type of questions. A reverse syllogism type of questions ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అక్కడ మనకు బాగా యూజ్ అయ్యే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. అందుకు మనకి ఏం చేస్తారు చెప్పండి, అందుకు 66 to 70 వర్కౌట్ దీస్ 66 to 70 అట్లీస్ట్ 3 to 4 times ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్ వితౌట్ సీయింగ్ ద సొల్యూషన్. సొల్యూషన్ చూడకుండా మనం ఏ విధంగా అయితే డిస్కస్ చేసాం అదే విధంగా చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి వితౌట్ డ్రాయింగ్ ద డయాగ్రామ్. Clear? Then thank you for your participation. I hope everyone followed these questions, and in the next session let's meet again with another paper explanation. Thank you one and all.